I like how they get ready for it, too. It kind of pumps you up. I know I'm praising this game a lot more than I'm criticizing it, but it's just hard not to, man. Kick the bear!
When we're together, it's indescribable.
Then don't describe it.
Yeah, don't. Well, that's something I can say. No quest in an RPG game has ever sent me off to collect a bear's scrotum before. That's not something that's ever happened. Alright, what's up guys, it's SarcasticDragon here, and welcome to Dumpster Divin', the series where I have to repeat the intro several times because I've never developed a script for it. But then, when I do get it right, we go through Steam and look for games of questionable looking quality and test them and see if they're worth it. Now before we say anything, I already know the answer on this one, and it shouldn't even really be on this series, because it's a really, really good game. But the game's getting a lot of shit, so I felt it was worth addressing, and it's Friday. It's time for a Dumpster Diving episode. The stars just kind of aligned on this one. So, yes, welcome to Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So, first off, I apologize if there's any screen tear. I don't see any. Hang on, I'm talking. I don't see any, but I'm playing in windowed mode, so it's smaller for me. And I play in windowed mode so I can monitor the recording, for those who don't know. I don't have the space for a dual monitor setup. And it doesn't let me turn on VSync in windowed mode, and when I'm in full screen and don't have it on, it does give me a lot of screen tear, and I don't think I see any, but if there is and I'm just not seeing it, I apologize. So, anyways, first off, I've got a bounty. I've got like 1 star in GTA, but it's in Assassin's Creed. So, let's just, come on, yep. Get off the fucking furniture, that's rude. Jesus, dude. No, not Jesus. He won't come around for another 400 years. My bad. Give it up. Dude, you are, like, super almost dead. Oh! Oh, was that your balls? Oh, I'm sorry, man. Not really. Let me pay that off before someone else comes for me. Okay, so, that was a quick example of the nemesis sort of system in this game. If you do some bad shit, mercenaries will come after you, pay off your bounties, all that stuff. I mean, I'm kind of neutral on it. A lot of people said that this was like really this was a really good feature and stuff like that. And I mean, I'm not complaining, but I'm just kind of neutral on it. But yeah. Okay, so first off, we're only going to be doing side quests in the gameplay portion of this because I don't want to spoil anything for the main story. So I just want to avoid all that. So no spoilers, don't worry. Yeah, so we're going to be doing side quests. And before we get into this, yes, some of them are fetch quests. But all of the ones I've had to do so far either had a really good story or they forced me to make a really difficult decision. So they've all felt meaningful, at least. Now, we're going to look for this lady's husband. She's clearly drunk. I asked her what this shadow organization called the Dagger is, and they're like they're like a runt organization. They're not like the big bad guys in this game. They're just like a little, like sidekick. And I don't think they're affiliated with them at all, but they're like a tiny shadow organization. And I asked her what the Dagger was, and she told me that they were like little baby swords, and so I just thought that was great. She must be great at parties when she's drunk, because she's very clearly, I mean, look at, she's got a bowl of wine right there. Did you see her just gulping that shit down? Alright, let's go. Now, I want to address a couple concerns people have seemed to have with this game, because there's a few of them that, like, just kind of aren't exactly correct. Like, the whole yearly release thing. People are like, oh god, they're going back to yearly releases, except that's true, but that's only because they've spent 3 years on this one. And it actually had multiple development studios involved, if at least according to the Steam store page. Because Ubisoft has, like, I don't know how many studios, but they have a lot. And so, like, 7 of them were involved with this one. And that's why there's not going to be one next year, they said. So, it's not that this game was rushed. It definitely wasn't. So, if that's part of what you were concerned about, you don't need to worry there, because this game is definitely not something that was rushed. They've taken their time on this. That was very clear. Yes, it is very much like Origins with a few improvements here and there, but if you liked Origins, then you'll probably like this better. I keep doing this. Where am I going? I'm not focusing on what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm just talking about the game. What are you doing, dude? Gotta reach a little higher there, buddy. Alright. He's trying. He's the farmer. What do I know? And so I'm also not doing the dragon face cam because this is a Ubisoft game. They don't tend to be very well optimized. It kind of runs like shit already, though it's running okay at 1080p. But I've been playing at 1440p, and it's not been liking that. But it should be able to handle that. Then again, Far Cry 5 was pretty well optimized, but I digress. Yeah, it's not very well optimized. If you're going to pick this up and you're doing it on PC, I recommend you turn volumetric cloud shadows down from, like, ultra high to, like, high, because that will give you, like, a 40% performance boost, like, literally. So, yeah, you definitely don't want those all the way up, and they look fine the way they are. It's fine. So I've chosen Alexios, and as far as I know, that makes my playthrough non-canon, because Cassandra was the one who is, like, canon. And I chose Alexios because I like to immerse myself in games, and I am a guy, so therefore I want to play as the guy. So, yeah, just, I don't know, it's not that important. Both characters, from what I know, feel really fleshed out. I mean, everyone's talking about how Cassandra's a really good character, and from my experience, Alexios is really good too, for the most part. He's maybe a little over the top sometimes. I don't know. One thing that they've kept about Origins that I've hated is that the main quests, well, all quests, but this is particularly an issue with the main quests, is that, like, you don't have to be, but it's recommended that you're a certain level to do each quest, and if you're like 2 levels below that, you'll probably be okay, but if you're like 3 or more below it, you're kind of fucked. And so that means in order to progress in the story, you also have to take breaks and do side quests in between, and it just kind of totally ruins the flow of the story. And they did that in Origins, and they kept it here. And I don't think that you can do microtransactions to, like, advance your progress, like, with microtransactions. I don't think you can do anything like that, so I don't really know why they would have done it. Not that that's a good thing if that was the case, but, like, it doesn't seem that was the reason, because I don't think you can do that. Oh, right. So you've got Discount Senu here, except he's older. He's like Senu's great-grandpa. Oh, hey! Oh, or is that him? No?
What happened here?
Guards. Malakis got up guard. He should have paid.
Aww. It was a bit much with the death coughs in there and stuff. Now, another thing for Ubisoft games. Bugs. I haven't really encountered any. Then again, I've been playing a lot of Skyrim lately, and... But, no, I haven't... I don't think I've really... Whoops. Hey, calm down. No, but, the only one I can think of right now is one time I like, reloaded a save, and everything was, like, really orange, and, like, the armor was, like, pitch black, like, my character's armor, and, like, yeah, it looked like a weird sepia filter had been applied to everything, but, like, way too strong and stuff like that. But, then I just paused the game and unpaused it, and that fixed it. So, I mean, like, all it took to fix it was doing this. It's not that big a deal, and it only happened the one time, so other than that, I haven't really had any problems with the game, other than the fact that it kind of runs like shit. But, like, gameplay glitch-wise, I haven't had any issues with it. Aside from that little thing. So the reason I've chosen this for dumpster diving particularly, for this series, I mean, I know we're only on, like, episode 4, so it's hard for me to define what is normal and not for that series, but typically, for this series, I'm not wanting to...
It's big. The husband could be anywhere in there.
Nah, we can handle it, dude, don't worry. The reason I'm going... typically, I wouldn't want to go with big AAA games, especially ones that were just released, because that's... I kind of want to go for more obscure stuff, but the reason I've tried to focus on this one is, again, because it has gotten a lot of shit, and a lot of it I honestly don't think is really all that deserved, because you can argue whether or not it feels like an Assassin's Creed game, and that's fine. But for me personally, what has made Assassin's Creed what it is particularly the parkour. That's what always set it apart. Because yeah, sure, some games like Dying Light, for example, some games do have that, but like I haven't played Dying Light in a while, but you can't just climb anything anywhere. there's not a lot of games where you can really do that, as far as I know at least. And so, I mean, honestly, as long as the parkour is still there, that's really what's the most important defining trait to me. And whether it really feels like an Assassin's Creed game or not, it's still a very, very good game. And so, I don't know, I feel like maybe just take that at face value, because you can not like that it's very different from what traditionally Assassin's Creed is supposed to be, but it's still a really good game, and it still has a lot of really good mechanics, and so, I don't know, I just think, keep that in mind maybe, but, I don't know, up to you, dude. Okay, alright. I should probably pull out the eagle, dude. Shit. Are they all level 14s? We're gonna have problems if they're all level 14s. I can't, like, find any more. Ah, shit, they're all level 14s, and I'm an 11? Okay. Devout, shut the fuck up, I can already hear you. Okay, here's how we're gonna decide this. I'm gonna try and assassinate that guy, and if I can assassinate him and actually kill him without needing to, like, fight him afterwards, then we'll say this is good. And then we'll just have to take the stealth approach. Shit! I do not think I was nearly fast enough. Oh, I was fast enough. Oh, kill moves in this game are awesome, by the way. And the assassinations are a lot better than in Origins, because in Origins, there wasn't very much variety. It was just like grab him, stab him in the side of the head if you got him from the back, and then there's only like one for each like position. In this one, there's a lot of them, and all of them look really cool. So I like that. I dig that. Shit, man, I'm kind of fucked. I don't really want to leave. I feel like I can't just do that. I really need to make it level 12 before I can go back on the main quest. And I don't want to do the main quest because I don't want to spoil anything. Because I pre-ordered it. I admit it. I did. I won't lie. I pre-ordered it so I could play it a few days early. And I don't regret it. I knew there was a chance I might. I accepted that risk, alright? But I don't regret it. So yeah, this game doesn't even actually come out until tomorrow, which it'll be today for you guys, or whenever you're watching this. Like, when I upload this, it will have come out for everyone, but, you know. So there's a lot of people who wouldn't have played it yet, so that's why I'm trying to avoid the spoilers. I'm gonna come back to this later. We're gonna go find another side quest. Or set of side quests, I guess. That the moon? It is. We're gonna wait till dawn. I'm gonna sit down right in the middle of my ship. It's M? I'm not on the ground. I'm on a floor. Alright, so, I got a question for you guys. Did you like Assassin's Creed Black Flag? Did you find the ship combat to be fun? Going around on the high seas, fucking innocent people over? Well, I have good news for you. All of that is back in this game. Like, literally all of it. Except in ancient Greece this time. Oh yeah, also, Ubisoft Club, you know that, like, app that you have to download to play all their games? And you get rewards from sometimes? I got it's Eevee from Syndicate. Now, I didn't play Syndicate, like, hardly at all. I like, rented it for one night, and I didn't get that far. But, yeah, I've got her as, like, one of my ship's lieutenants. And I don't know. Once I find someone who looks cooler than her, I'll probably replace her. But also she, So, anyways, as I was saying, back to the whole, Black Flag ship combat thing. So, like I said, you can board ships again. You've got your crew, you can expand your crew, you can upgrade your ship, except there's actually more this time. And that includes even, there's more cosmetics, and I don't actually know where you get these. I haven't seen them in the in-game store, because I looked through that just to see what was in there. And I haven't seen, like, any dock matches, so I don't actually know where you get these. I've got these ones from, the Ubisoft Club thing again, so you can actually customize what your crew looks like. Now, these guys look pretty similar, but you can get Magi's assassins, male assassins or female assassins, and then that's, like, the default crew. But then you also have lieutenants, and they provide special bonuses, and Eevee's got some pretty good bonuses. So, yeah, that's why I keep her around. And then this is some lady that I hired after I did a side quest where I had to tell her that, like, her girlfriend was dead. I think it was her girlfriend. She talked like it was her girlfriend. I don't know. And then the sail, but you could do that in Black Flag. And then there's the standard hull. There's the rower stamina. Yeah, so stuff like that. It's very much like Black Flag, but if you're like Ari, calm down, because it's not essential to the gameplay. You don't have to do it. At least so far I haven't. It hasn't been required for me to have a good ship so far. I've done it a lot just because it's fun, but I haven't needed to have a good ship to do anything. The only thing that you really need this thing for is to get between the islands. So that's one thing. And yeah, see, there's the loot system back too. Olive wood. And sea shanties. You get the sea shanties back too. Alright, well, we'll go raid a ship. And can I add the water? I honestly don't like this as much as I did in Black Flag because I like the more fluid combat when I was raiding ships and stuff. But this is pretty good too. So got the ramming, and so you got arrows instead of cannons, and then also javelins instead of, I don't know, the chain things. Come on, let's go, boy. And then your captain, or I'm the captain, or commander, I don't know. The guy who used to be captain before I saved his life and he pledged his ship to me, he's pretty cool. He's interesting. Alright, let's go. And yeah, again, water in this game, probably the best I've ever seen, but that's also how it was with Origins, so I kind of just... I like how they get ready for it, too. It kind of pumps you up. I know I'm praising this game a lot more than I'm criticizing it, but it's just hard not to, man, because I really liked Origins, and this is, by pretty much all accounts, an improvement on Origins. And I know it's very similar to Origins, but you'd kind of expect that, right? Like, oh yeah. And also, if you knock them in the water, they just die. So it's pretty easy. Nah. Damn it. I might as well just kill you. And knock him in the water. Fucking overachiever. Oh, I better get the big guy. Oh, be careful. Be careful. That was the healing thing. Oh, shit. Someone died because I fucked up. Ah, man, and I missed. Yeah, the ship's lieutenants will get on board with you, too. And, like, some of your crew will. I don't know how they decide that. Oh, I'm hitting Evie. Go. Get him. God damn it. Oh, no, we got him. Uh-oh. Yeah, you guys go back. Get back on. All right. And then instead of going to that, like, menu where you choose to recruit them, I don't really know how recruiting works. You can, like, knock enemies out and then recruit them, but that just puts them as ship lieutenants. So I don't know how you get normal crew when they die, or if they just regenerate, or, like, respawn or something, or Barnabas takes care of it, or what. I don't know how it works, but regardless. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So, I mean, I feel like it's kind of a good thing that it's a lot like Origins, because I get that it's very similar, but they kind of did something new with Origins, and I feel like it's better for them to because it wasn't... Oh, we hit each other in the rams. Because it wasn't a perfect game by any means. It had a lot of problems, so I feel like it was better to expand and improve on what Origins did, rather than try and start all over again. So I didn't have a problem with the fact that this looked a lot like Origins, because what it looked like to me was just a more polished version of Origins. And I thought that that was a good thing, so... Dude, you fucking failed. You rammed your own ship. Or, well, you rammed your friend's ship. You can't ram your friend... You can't ram your own ship. That doesn't make any sense. Alright, we'll board again. Do your war cry thing. No, wait, you have a lot... You're one of the big guys. Dude, come on! Though, props for not getting knocked into the water when I literally kicked some guy into you. Oh yeah, and this is a cool little extra thing. Literally every single enemy in the game has a name. Even if they're just randomly... I mean, I'm sure they just get randomly picked from a list of names. But, I mean, that's pretty cool. It's supposed to sink when there's no more treasure. Oh, there we go. Another little gripe I have in this game is in order to improve your armor, you have to take it to a blacksmith, which that's not the part I have complaints about, but it's that in order to improve it, then you need both money and materials, and it's kind of like, dude, if I'm paying a blacksmith to upgrade my weapon, shouldn't he do the materials part? But So that means, like, legendary gear is, like, a serious bitch to upgrade because you need a lot of materials and a lot of money to do it. Alright, we gotta figure out something out here because I've done a whole lot of sailing around and not other stuffs. But again, man, the water. And I keep pointing out because I'm a sucker for good. Like, if you know me, you know that I'm very... I have, like, an obsession with achieving really good graphics. And so I put a lot of money into my PC and stuff like that, because it's, like, an obsession. But, like, it's, like, especially... It's extra bad for water effects. Like, I'm a really big sucker for good water effects, and, yeah, this just kind of has, like, the best ever. The other reason I'm doing a video on this is because a lot of people in my Discord server, link in the description, have been asking me how it is. And so I figured, you know, I'll just show them. Now, another complaint I had with Origins was I didn't mind how it was different from what Assassin's Creed normally was, but I didn't like how, like there's kind of a limit, you know? It felt really hack and slash, which while I didn't mind that they switched up the combat, like, entirely, I thought it felt way too hack and slash and not nearly fluid enough. Which this game helps with that. It's very similar, as you saw, but the biggest difference, I think, is that it replaced the shield that Bayek had with parrying, and yeah, you have to time that. With the shield, you can just hold it up and kind of slowly walk around, but when you're parrying, you actually can't move and like, you can't just hold it, so you have to actually time it. So I think that helps a lot with making the combat more fluid. It definitely feels closer to what I'll keep using Black Flag as an example, because that was the Assassin's Creed game aside from Origins and this that I played the most, and it was also the first one I ever played. I got it because it was free on Xbox 1 month back when I still used my Xbox. But yeah, the side quests overall, they're pretty good. Some of them, like I said, are the kind of standard fetch quests, but those ones make up for it by having a good reason behind them. The big example I can think of is was I had to fetch a vase for, like, some guy. It was like a family heirloom in his house, heirloom, and his house got robbed, and I had to go talk to his slave to see if he had found any information, and he had, but the slave, this was different, which I liked. The owner was planning to give the slave his freedom after the next harvest or something like that, but the slave actually didn't want his freedom because he felt that if he was let go, then he wouldn't have a purpose, and he also wouldn't have, like, food and shelter anymore. He'd just kind of be on his own, and so he actually wanted to stay a slave, but he was too afraid to speak up about that, because at the end he says it is not not a slave's duty to question his master, something like that. So he wanted me to blame it on him, the robbery, or the burglary, whatever. He wanted me to... It was really some bandits who took the stuff, but he wanted me to blame it on him, so I had to decide whether or not I wanted to do that. Yeah, I won't tell you the outcome of that exactly, other than just... Yeah, I won't go any further on the outcome of that, so you can figure that out for yourself if you ever decide to pick up the game. But so yeah, that's why I haven't had a problem with the fetch quest so far, because both of them made me make, like, a moral decision that was at least on some level pretty difficult to make, and they both felt like they had an impact. Now, obviously, whether or not I made that slave stay with his master or whatever, whether or not I did that wouldn't have a big impact on the world, even if that was going to be a thing. Like, that wouldn't change very much about anything, even in real life. But it felt like it had an impact on their lives, or on his life. So, I feel like that's what makes it a really good quest, not that it necessarily has to impact the world. I have not done anything. I can't find anything. There's nothing here. Why? That's weird. Oh, I've decided how we're going to do the dumpster scale from now on. We're going to order it from the worst game that I've ever played for it, which I scrapped that episode, but it's Big Rigs. That's the worst one. So Big Rigs is at the bottom. It'd be a 1 on the scale of 1 to 10. And then at the top of the list, we'll put the best game I've ever reviewed on this series at the top. So far it's like Big Rigs at the bottom and Super Lucky still at the top, I guess. I don't know, because I've only played a few games. You there.
Ah, Mistios. Well, aren't you a sight to my aged eyes? Young, energetic. Perhaps I should just pay for your body instead of your health.
All things get better with age, don't they? Even you.
No.
Just happy life, I need to stay young and calm. But I mustn't.
Oh, I don't like where this is going.
I need your help more than your magnificent body.
I'm glad to hear it.
Korigos, my
Yeah, me too. I'm glad that you don't.
is keeping up with my hunger for pleasure.
I imagine any man would.
Oh, I have many lovers, but he's my soulmate. When we're together, it's indescribable.
Then don't describe it.
Yeah, don't.
Run into the moonlit forest, shed our clothes, and pleasure each other until sunrise. Our howls of ecstasy would echo throughout the valleys.
Yeah.
What, woman? Spare me the details.
I wasn't expecting a tough-looking mercenary to be so squeamish about a little fun.
I wasn't expecting you to go into this.
I've learned of a powerful elixir, which if consumed...
Oh yeah, I knew this is where it was going.
stamina of
It's gotta be her drinking something gross.
ingredients, I can make it for my husband.
It's gotta be made of gross stuff. Like it's Skyrim. Have you ever thought about that? Like, you don't think much of drinking the potions, but you ever done alchemy and realize that you're drinking up mashed toes and shit? It's really nasty.
Alright, I'll find the ingredients. If you promise to keep your nocturnal activities to yourself.
I have some drachmi, and Koragos has more. If you can bring me some bear scrotum and a deer tongue, I can make the elixir.
Oh, is that all you need?
Don't worry, I'll reward you well. I'm sure Koragos will be thankful also.
I don't want to hear anything else she has to say about the bear or deer. I'll just figure it out on my own. Well, bears can be found in the northern part of Grand Mount. Okay. Well, that's something I can say. No quest in an RPG game has ever sent me off to collect a bear's scrotum before. That's not something that's ever happened. Dash through them trees, boy. No, not looking for a wolf. Looking for a bear. Nope, not looking for a wolf. Jump, horse! Jump! Oh, bandits. I mean, not that I'm afraid of them. It's just I'm not gonna find a bear there. Oh yeah, here, I can show you. So, like this guy. His name is Leandros. And this guy's name is Hagias. And this guy's name is Lynx. No, that's the animal in the cage. This guy's name is Nymphodoros Monomachos. Hylos. Anyone else? We got any more? We got any more names for me to butcher? Please? What about you? That's just like a fire pit, I think. Okay. Aha! Parmenian. That sounds like a type of cheese. I don't mean Parmesan. It just sounds like a type of cheese, doesn't it? No, I want this olive wood. Yeah, get him. Never mind. It's okay. It's okay. I got him.
What kind of elixir uses ingredients like these?
I don't know. The tongue is the least weird part about it. I mean, they're both pretty weird. But, you know. I mean, I'm kind of out of stuff to say. But I feel like we've got to do something in this episode. And you guys want to see how the rest of this quest plays out, right? I know you do. No. What? Oh, God. This has never happened before. What do I do? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just going to leave you be. Grab that iron first, but I'll go get Cheeseburger from Far Cry 5. That's who I'll go get. That'll be my bear. That's the bear that I'll hunt. At least I know where he is. He's like 7,000 miles away and 2,400 years in the future, but I don't know where any this time bear is. Is any bear in this game closer? Probably, but you don't know that. I'll shut up. One thing I said, I always found the parkour to be like the defining thing for Assassin's Creed. And one reason I actually liked Origins and now Odyssey better is because in older games, there was a limit to what you could climb. Like, you couldn't just go straight up a rock wall. And in this, you can. What? I'm at the edge of the map. Oh. That's the edge of the map. I figured that was... Oh. Man. This is a cave. There's gotta be a bear. Bears love caves. What the shit? That's a bone chandelier. And this bear... This bear's got a grisly taste. It's got a grisly taste in decoration. Grizzly. No, I don't regret making that joke. Even if I made it on accident. I'm starting to think there's no bear in here. Oh, did I just punch him in the butt? Is it hiding from me? Not because it fears me, but because I make terrible jokes and then try to cover it up with self-deprecating humor, and then I comment on the self-deprecating humor as if that makes it okay. I don't know where I was going with that. I hear him! Yes! I'm out of arrows. Fuck! Man, arrows would be really helpful right now. I really wish I had some of those. Kick the bear! He kind of just... Oh, I'm glad they just show, like, the bag that the scrotum is in. Take action now. Thousands of bears every day have their balls ripped off to make Viagra. Don't let this happen, probably. I can't do that. Did I get a mosquito bite on my wrist? I got something there. I got a bite. Done. Alright, you kinky bitch.
Mystios, you're back! And not a moment too soon.
Oh.
Got what you asked for.
Who is this Avxesia?
This is the Mystios who's going to reignite our spark, my love.
Oh no! We've been through this. I can't satisfy you anymore. You're going to kill me with your lust.
Nonsense. I'm going to make you an elixir that will give you the vigor of a man a fraction of your age.
God save me. I cannot do this anymore.
Oh my god. Look, man, I'm sorry. It took me way too long to find that bear. What happens if I do this? I don't want to pick it, but I want to know what happens. Will there be a full-on... I'm gonna do it.
Your husband is tired. Allow me to satisfy your hunger.
I've never been with a mercenary before. Very well. Let's see what you're made of.
You just... Wow.
Did she have fun?
That should hold her for a few days at least.
Thank you, mistress. Here, take this as payment. You've more than earned it.
I agree. That was a very uncomfortable decision to make. You are fucking welcome. Yeah, that was a huge favor, I'm telling you right now. Level up. Alright, guys. Well. I'm gonna leave this video here. Let's plug this into the dumpster meter. It does not belong on the dumpster meter. It's going on the regular meter. Not counting the performance issues, it is a solid 8.5 out of 10. Yes, it deserves your money. And it's not going to be the top end of the dumpster meter, because this is not a game that belongs on the dumpster meter. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, maybe click subscribe or like it or comment and say, Sarcastic Dragon, you don't normally do your normal outros in dumpster diving. And yeah, I know, but I just kind of forgot what else to say. I usually just end on like a random thing. Or like in the first one when I cut to black mid-sentence. I think I'll do that again. So anyways, thank you guys so much.